Ever come across a picture so bold that it halted you in your tracks and sparked a contentious discussion about what was and wasn't appropriate? We look at Margot Robbie's bikini pictures, which have been deemed improper even for adults, making it one of the most contentious issues on the internet right now. We'll cover every aspect of this debate, talk about the artistic and cultural ramifications, and explore what these pictures say about contemporary celebrity culture and individual freedom. So make sure to watch this video through to the conclusion. This documentary closely examines one of Hollywood's most prominent figures, Margot Robbie, who questions conventional notions of beauty through a series of daring images that cause many people to reevaluate what is deemed respectable. The pillars of Margot Robbie's career have been her undeniable talent, charisma, and capacity to reinvent herself in each new job. Both on and off screen, she is praised for her adaptability and daring decisions. However, her public image has reached previously unheard of heights due to her latest bikini images. Both spectators and reviewers have responded strongly to the photos, which are renowned for their daring presentation and striking detail. A heated discussion concerning artistic expression versus social norms has resulted from some people's claims that the images are too controversial for adult viewers. Since nothing is really off-limits in the digital age, we begin our conversation today by examining the development of celebrity photography. Public personalities are no longer required to follow strict modesty guidelines set by public relations, firms and studios, as social media and personal branding gain popularity. More celebrities are opting to show a more genuine, uncensored side of themselves. An excellent illustration of this tendency are Margot Robbie's bikini pictures, which offer an untainted look at the true person beneath the glitzy facade. We make it apparent that these images are not only about shock value or nudity, but rather a conscious decision to accept one's inherent beauty and defy the norms that have long dictated how women should look. As we go along, we think about how suggestive these pictures are. The assertion that the images are inappropriate for even adults is a compelling one that draws attention right away. What does that actually mean, though? We examine the notion that decency standards are flexible in our video. What was formerly considered scandalous is now viewed as a potent form of self-expression. With her distinctive self-assurance, Margot Robbie seems to be asserting that she owns her body and will not be constrained by archaic norms. We examine the visual components of the photos, such as lighting, positioning, and angles, which combine to produce a striking and lovely image. We present a variety of responses from fans, cultural commentators, and spectators during our conversation. Social networking sites are full of strong opinions. Some applaud Margot's audacity, claiming that her images are a victory for individual liberty and a strong declaration in support of body positivity. Some, on the other hand, believe the pictures go too far and excessively challenge social conventions. To assist you comprehend the many points of view on this issue, we have given these points of view side by side in plain, intelligible English. We wish to promote a critical discussion about how society defines art and decency, rather than choosing sides. We then focus on the wider cultural context of these photographs. The distinction between art and immorality is frequently hazy in today's media environment. We make it apparent that Margot Robbie's photos are a part of a broader trend, where well-known people are taking back their public personas. She is expressing her freedom and making people reevaluate what it means to be free and attractive in the present world by sharing photos that are unabashedly provocative. We talk about how these pictures force us to consider challenging issues regarding censorship, the function of the media, and our own individual limits on the consumption of art. The technical skill of Margot Robbie's bikini photographs is also examined in the video. The photograph's emphasis on natural light composition and unadulterated expression captures an authentic moment that is uncommon in today's heavily photoshopped celebrity culture. We clarify that each component was selected to produce a visual narrative that speaks to both sensitivity and strength, from the subtle play of shadows to the curve of her silhouette. The dispute revolves around this balance. Although some consider the pictures to be potent pieces of art, others perceive them as a break from the humility that many believe ought to be maintained. Regardless of how one feels about the final presentation, we give concise explanations of these creative decisions so that everyone may understand the talent and purpose behind the images. As we go along, we also look at the moral dilemmas brought up by the widespread use of these pictures. The debate over which particular photo should be deemed inappropriate has increased importance in an era where internet sharing frequently jeopardizes individual privacy. We discuss the importance of honoring individual preferences, as well as the role that media outlets and social media play in content regulation. Even if these images are private, Margot Robbie's choice to make them public raises significant issues on how to balance societal well-being with individual liberties. We want people to think about these concerns and the extent of control public figures should have over their own image in a society that is becoming more and more networked. We tie all of these themes together at the end of the movie to convey a succinct and straightforward message. Staying loyal to who you are is what really counts. Whether you think Margot Robbie's bikini images are too provocative or liberating, they certainly spark a larger conversation about artistic freedom, honesty, and the always changing standards of beauty in our society. The pictures make us reevaluate our own standards of decency and wonder if they are as rigid as we originally thought. They encourage us to rejoice in our freedom to express ourselves as we see fit, unafraid of limitations or reprisals. Finally, for more conversations that explore the complex relationships between culture, art, and individual freedom, please take a time to like, subscribe, and comment below if you found this video to be as intriguing and thought-provoking as we did. If you help us, we can keep providing you with interesting and thought-provoking articles about the world we live in. I appreciate you sticking with it through to the end. Keep in mind that accepting your own beauty, no matter how audacious or out of the ordinary, is the path to ultimate freedom.